Good afternoon, everyone. I have two messages of the day for you, a union read and a twin flame read. And let's go ahead first and take a deep breath. Another deep breath. And one more deep breath. Sending lots of love and blessings out to you guys. And thank you so much for being here with me. I was out just grounding and I took a couple pictures of some bugs on the tree. There were like a lot of baby bugs, which is weird this time. Like you expect that in the spring, but I saw a lot of little baby bugs. And then I was like putting my face on the tree in front of my house, connecting. And I literally teared up, realizing how long we've been together and how, I've been here over 30 years. And then as soon as I took my face up, I saw this beautiful little baby bug. It looked like a bee, but I'm not sure. And it was purple with gold. And it was like gold, though. It wasn't just like the yellow. It was gold lines and like a deep indigo purple bug. I don't know if it was just a reflection on black, but it was beautiful. But I wasn't able to get a picture of it. And the gold was so detailed on it. It was like a filigree drawing. It was beautiful. I wish I had a picture of it. I did get a couple of pictures of the bugs that I could hold still for a minute. But yeah, that's the energy that's coming up right now. Let's roll the die first. See what's coming up for the twin flames. Okay, we have the North Node today, which is Gemini. We have the number 11, which is Justice as well. Truth and Balance. It's also the 11th month of November, which is Scorpio and Sagittarius. We also have Capricorn here. All right, so Capricorn, 11, and Gemini, the North Node. And 11 is also Justice, which is Libra energy. So there's two air signs in Capricorn, and I was just talking to a Capricorn. So Gemini, Libra, Capricorn, and Gemini can be twin energy as well. So there you go. So let's see what's coming up here. I'm going to show you the pictures. And then we're going to get right into these messages here. They're going to be pretty quick today. We have the union read here. Again, the Syrian Starseed deck, as always, for those of you not familiar with my reads. This is the 4D, 5D, and the 6D, which is where we manifest into. But it takes time to trickle down into the 4D. We have the incoming divine feminine, the outgoing divine masculine, the underlying energies, and the closing energies here for the Syrian Starseed deck. And then here is sorry about that. This is the union read that's on the table right now, but this is the basic read from the Syrian Starseed deck. And you see the whole read in front of you is 7 deck clarifiers, which is the 7 deck clarifiers. Then we have the message. This is the first message of the day. And here is the second message of the day. And then here's the bugs that I captured today. That was a pretty good one. They were willing to take a picture for me. And then this bug, they mooned me a heart shape. Check that out. That was their butt. And this, you can't see it very well in this coloring, but this is his head over there. And then that's the bug. He mooned me a heart. And then I was looking up purple bees to see if I could identify that bug. And I found this one picture online, but it wasn't even like that because it was more detailed dark purple with gold, more gold intricate lines within the body of it. It was really cool. All right, so let's get going here with the reads. All right, the first message of the day. And I watched Marshall last night, which was a good movie. It wasn't a new movie, but it was still a very good movie. It was about fighting for civil rights, basically. The message of the day at 8:20 last night, which is the 8 of the dance, the masculine and the feminine, the inner and outer strength, the manifestation of dreams. The underlying energy was the ring of fire, the commitment, the circle of trust, and the ruby. Public experiments, which the human planet is considered a human experiment, of the dark agenda. Galactics to burn twin bridges from coming together into union in time, riding the 4D bridge and collapsing the 3D gates to travel through the family tree or Akashic records to institutions, risky business, examining the details of bacteria, virus, and small print. And I was just dealing with little small bugs on the tree, cutting cords and ties that are holding us down, the fox trying to get on board, the cattle call, one lane at a time, in all directions, to cross the bridge at 0 point into abundant flow on the other side, in union with burden of puppy love, with loving lady on the ride of her life through masks and three-way split, yours, mine, and ours, in directions of taking risk with child or a new adventure or a new venture, choosing a new path like the Poseidon adventure. And that was coming up last night too. Literally the ship and the magical stairway. Like, you remember in the movie, on the beautiful ship, there was like this beautiful stairway that went up. It was that energy coming up yesterday, Anna's ship. The magical stairway, or on a cruise, a gift from a dreamy fox to get things rolling, impatient to get to the mountain and clean the water, with 4-leaf clovers, and number 7 was coming up here, perhaps regarding a home. Long nails on a pup as the clock struck 1. Cancer and boy in the moon, making plans according to the lunar cycle to nest with the golden egg, which is also in the heart, is the golden egg, when couple comes to see the loving lady, cutting out the BS or cleaning up and fixing things, perhaps with a letter, document, or notice that is the key to your freedom after examining where to go or live with wise counsel. More flowers arrive with impatient power man, spiritually driven and seeking peace, with communication of birds and power lady, with loving man, and the poison apples and snakes in a breakthrough with the powers that be regarding cracking codes and secrets to expose well water, well wishes, or deep diving with emotional counsel at 9 p.m., which is a lot of source energy behind the 9 of the Hermit and the Virgo energy that we're in right now. And then I was also getting, when I did a meditation last night, I was getting the camel-headed person again, which I'd gotten before, and I told you about that, of the masculine energy that looked like a phoenix rising, but also Batman and a camel all combined. And that camel head came up in my meditation again yesterday. The second message of the day, and by the way, today is the 3rd of September. 3 is the Empress and Gaia, abundance. And the day adds up to 17, which is the star. It's also an 8 of that dance. Star, all about healing and dreaming and shining your light. So the second message of the day came up. This was done from 11:17 to 19. So again, the star of the 17, the 19 of the sun coming up. And a lot of words were repeating themselves, so I was noting them down. Phoenix was one of them, and the name Fred came up yesterday, came up again in a separate way. Also Whitney and EV as in electric vehicles were coming up, but again, Ev, that's EV is my nickname. And Whitney Houston was coming up, and then Whitney came up in another way. So all of those things were coming up a lot. The message of the day here, again, the camel came up. The ring, the occupation, and the strength card reversed. But remember, I was just getting the picture of the 8. When you turn an 8 upside down, it doesn't change. It's the same. So independent but depressed, perhaps. Batman rising from the ashes. After the golden egg of the unicorn and the bear market, perhaps, of the camel. The twin flame choice of path to ride the rainbow, perhaps with puppy or innocent, and wanted that, and that innocent energy wanting them, the feminine riding the rainbow, to take the lead with commitment, ring, and circle of trust. The main male after adjudication with an older man's concern about changes to the workforce and hands-on types of occupations. And the change to OC was also coming up, or occupational therapies of slave labor or factory workers, fabric and sewing, weaving and thread, assembly line regarding cars, and again electric vehicles coming up, and EV. Changes in the type of jobs out there, with the King of Swords upright, unable to find a way out, surrendering to the Hierophant, which can be the man, the patriarchy. It can be religion. It can be a Taurus. It can be a leader or an establishment. But the Hierophant's coming up of them not being able to find a way out, but surrendering to the Hierophant, who's passing the baton on to the Page of Swords, who may not really be interested in this here, not interested or not invested in it, and a need for good, healthy strength and courage, and ego death also coming up as the 8 turns upside down. But again, the 8 is the same both ways. The first pile here was the black egg, which is the truth or the throat chakra of the public forum or meeting place, parks and recreation, and the lady with expectations not working out to her liking. The second pile was the firefly burning out, right? They can't exude that kind of light for a long term. They burn out quickly. They can only shine that bright for so long. But 2 hearts as one, with an empty family room or the empty vessel after a sudden event, epiphany, or sexual exchange, 2 hearts coming together as one. And then the third pile was the snake that's sealed, showing the collective consciousness awakening. The sun breaking through, or some kind of breakthrough, breaking through the clouds, releasing 3 dark birds, or messages that were kept in a drawer for too long. A message of falling out in the past life karma, and or difficulty with kids. The otter and the nightingale came together to have a chat about bat and ball. The bat facing away from the earth, the moth to the white light flame, right? The moth to the flame, but this is the white light flame coming here, which is Virgo, which is purification. At the midpoint of where Virgo meets Libra, because that's midway through the astrological cycle, like the 0 point, 32 then came up as the journey, because the reflection is the 23 or the 23rd, which is that midpoint of going from Virgo into Libra. The midpoint of 2, and then 1230 was coming up, or 2 wise one, hanging out in peace, in union. The mouse talking to the prisoner, or the one who's in fear, about the great escape, the spaceship, the travel. And again, Elon Musk comes up about that because he's always talking about going to Mars. The great escape, the spaceship and travel, pulling up roots to move really fast, with a gift or lucky break to the main female, or Cancer at midpoint, the 12th to the 17th, ending the nightmare with get out of jail free card, with a magician's performance, with all tools on board or all cards on the table. A gift to add to the treasure chest, or dowry, in disconnect or from or at a distance, or Batman and the moth to flame, granted 3 wishes or 4 wishes, with the union as the moon grows full. A gift to or from the main female, and or to the 10 of Pentacles, family, business, community, or world, to bridge the connection after disconnect or distance, or to break up with a family or not seeing eye to eye regarding accepting a certain gift or their actual psychic gifts, not agreeing or having the same perspective on that. And that can be coming from 2 different perspectives, right? 2 sides of the same coin. So it doesn't have to be a bad thing. So again, I was just outside with the bugs and connecting with the tree, and then golden purple came up, as well as the other bugs that I showed you. So let's get right into the union read. So the union read, the 4D, 5D, 6D read at 3:21 p.m. yesterday. And what did I say we were today? So today's the 17, the star and the 3 of the Empress of Gaia. Perhaps Gaia being the star, since I'm telling you all about the tree and hugging the tree and and taking pictures of the bugs. At 3, 2, 1, jump, we had this union for today. Starting out with ascension, or the world, and the central card being the Eight of Wands, the energetic exchange between the twins, and the final card being the solar deity, or the awakening, the exposure. And this card is very much a Sagittarius energy, or of Pegasus flying through the sun, or perhaps a sunflower kind of energy. The world complete, coming full circle, an energetic exchange with the sun. And again, there's that relationship between the sun and Gaia. Gaia and the sun, the mother and the sun, ascending in a circle of trust to expose or time in the sun. Pisces and Sagittarius, or Middle East, feminine and masculine. Lemuria versus Atlantis, through Lionsgate in the silencing of the lamb. And there's all that energy play between the lion and the lamb as well, right? Or the innocent energy that takes the thorn out of the lion is the same type of energy. The incoming divine feminine here is the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. The workplace, the world, and taking steps around and up we go. Where we end up, nobody knows. But remember, and I talked about this with someone this morning, and I didn't remember I'd written this. It was in a different sense. But we're not going around in circles. We're going in energy loops, which is actually circles that go up. We just end up going back into the old energy and then go up. So we're circling around in cycles, but they're going up as we go. We're not staying in the same place. And this also came up recently when they had me do the astrological signs and said there'd be a 2-year review of an old sign every 2 years. So, for example, if you're in Virgo now, you're going to get a review of Cancer in that same time period. And as each sign goes up, you're going to get a current review of the current sign, but then the 2-year-old sign also will get a review at that time. So it's that same type of energy loop where you go up, but then you go back to review, and then you go up even higher, and that's how the energy cycles up as we're ascending. Passing downloads, taking risk, being seen or noticed, and the bugs definitely were showing me which ones wanted to be seen or noticed, and then the mail drops, or bomb drops, or Indian givers. So that could be a wound for someone, just that inappropriate statement of Indian giver, taking back what was given. Source creation and energy loops, with the heart-based emotion, variety being the spice of life, but also consequences that come from that, or climbing to the top to jump off, or as a starting point. So getting to the top is actually the starting point, because then you have to go back again to go up. It's like going down, it's, like riding your bike. I was just getting, if you want to get up a really hard hill, when I was young, there were 2 really steep streets down the street off of my street, and you could ride your bike down the one hill and then try to, get that speed up in order to get up the other street hill. But when I first tried to do that, I crashed into the sidewalk because I couldn't turn because I was going too fast when I got to the bottom of the hill. So you can, crash and burn. So there's that energy here. So try not to go it's not a race, in other words, is what I'm getting right now. The 4D here is the 4 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. The Divine Feminine grounding and integrating, riding out the storm. The Divine Feminine stacking the deck, perhaps in her favor, in pyramid form, with flyer at the top, getting all the glory and the sun rays, amidst abundance and water flow, or in other words, the falls. Camping out, and we're in the fall now, or we're going to be as of September, around September 21st, 2nd, 3rd. Camping out in the middle of the rainbow bridge. Bridging with the Queen of Pentacles, who is that earth sign, fading to dust, heart turning to stone, or hardening of the artery. And the artery can reference a main highway, or throughway, or bridge, in a hardening of the bridge. The 5D here is the 9 of Wands, 8 of Wands, and the 8 of Pentacles. The Divine Feminine could be the wounded warrior here, perhaps not taking sides, or off sides came up recently as well. In an even split for flame, the Divine Masculine working to line her steps with crystal, and one especially made for them. Bridging with energetic exchange and arrows of love, the circle of trust, and color my world. The 6D, or the place of manifestation, is alchemy, Luna or the moon, and alchemy is the temperance card, and then the 9 of cups. The divine feminine alchemy of a higher love, the pit of the apricot. The divine masculine satisfied with themselves, getting their wish at day, bridging at night with calming tides toward the new moon and Cancer. So we're going towards the new moon around the 7th, and it's 1:11 on the clock, 2024 here, which is Judgment and the Queen of Wands. And then we have the full moon, 2 weeks after that. So around the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, which is that breaking point between Virgo and Libra, the cusp. The outgoing divine masculine here is the Page of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Swords. The Page of Cups with heart open wide. And I was just reminded too, don't forget about 9/9, which is the regular portal going through September, right? The Page of Cups with heart open wide to the Queen of Swords with a message for the Page of Swords, or one child innocent and sweet, and the other who loves to talk and expose all, or 3 who are on vacation, perhaps a mother with their children. The divine feminine grounding and integrating, the wounded warrior's surrender to a higher love, the divine masculine and a happy ending at work, aligning to be single or happy alone. The bridge here of the Queen of Pentacles, an energetic exchange at night, the divine feminine with Pisces and Sag on their side, along with the wounded warrior and one with hope, the divine masculine with Leo and Sag on their side, with the Page of Cups, Queen of Swords, and Page of Swords. Between the masculine and feminine was Cancer energy with the Queen of Pentacles. The number that came up overall was the 65 of the King of Pentacles. So we have the King and Queen of Pentacles here. And the horizontal pillars, 9, 25, and 31. The Hermit, the Knight of Wands, and the 5 of Wands. The verticals were 3, 7, 7, which is the Empress, and 2 Chariots, 13 of the Death card, 8 of the Strength card, 27 of the Ace of Wands, and then triple zeros, which is a lot of source energy backing this up. The Hermit and the Knight of Wands battle or play with the King of Pentacles. Okay, so again, I have that wounded warrior energy of fire. The Hermit can be the Queen of Pentacles at battle or at play with the King of Pentacles. And then we have the Empress, the Chariot times 2 with Death, Dance, and the Ace of Wands. So the Empress and Sovereign, which can be a mother and daughter, or 2 cars or chariots transitioning to dance with new passion, with triple zeros and the King of Pentacles. A lot of source energy backing them up. 0, 0, 0. The King of Cups Chariot also transitioning and being strong with new passion and flame. A lot of source energy and 0 points behind the King of Pentacles here, backing them up. So going into the twin flame read, which is now in front of you on the table, it was cut and dealt at 4:41 to 2, which is the 41 and 42, the Ace of Cups, and then the 2 of Cups with the 4 of the Emperor. And at 4:51, Hour of Flames came up, and also just flames. And 4:51 is the Emperor and the King of Swords, which can reference having control over your life as the King of Swords, and the Hour of Flames, right? So at 5:03, I completed this, which is the Hierophant and the Empress, which are both Taurus energies and very much about societal norms and commitment and the powers that be, but kind of more in a feminine traditional way. We have the major arcana of Luna, the moon, Strength, Reflections, the Hermit, and the Tower. And before the read, Guidance came up, which is that Hierophant energy of Taurus. And then after the read, Indigo, which is the Magician, and Justice came up. We had 2 cups, 3 pentacles, 1 sword, and 1 wand. So mostly pentacles here, time, money, effort, day-to-day life. And also the 23 again, coming up as the 23rd of September. Also the King of Wands, where the Queen of Wands came up earlier. And the 23 being the reflection of the 32, which is the journey. The 1 of the sword, 1 wand. So 23 and 11, Justice of the 23, which can be the King of Wands, but it also could be the High Priestess and the Empress. We have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles in the read. The King of Wands comes up after the read. And before the read is the 9 of Cups and the Knight of Swords. We had double 2s, double 4s, and double 8s, which is the Fool, the Four of Cups, and the 88 of the Dance of the Twins, both dancing between their own masculine and feminine. And those were the significant numbers in the read, 2, 4, and 8. But we also had 24 of the Queen of Wands, 48 of the Eight of Wands walking away and within. Also the 12 of the Hangman, the 47 of the Seven of Cups, the synchronicities, the having choices, the heaven in your eyes, the 78 of the Ten of Pentacles, the dream family or heaven on earth, and the 89 of the Phi energy, expanding and contracting or staying in the middle in reflection of these. We have the code line being all about intuition, and remember, intuition is in twit ion, and ion is connection. The twit is the twin towers with you and I in the middle of it. In twit connection. In the twin tower, you and I connection. So the message here regarding the code line here was time out, and then Fifi came up again here regarding Phi. It's Fifi or Fi. Time out with that energy to play or get scared. That's always up to you. Again, the substitute for the vagina was coming up here with Fifi regarding not so much the vagina, but a substitute for masturbation, which is a really weird thing to look at it, because, right, isn't like the natural sexual energy should be the main template, not the masturbation template, right? But it also comes up as meaning electricity and lightning of Christ. Time out, to toggle up, to spin, to seize, to take what is given, to prep and pummel, like, like tenderizing the meat, pummeling, so that the next layer will go on more smoothly and last, like painting a wall. To prep the wall, to lose and be good-natured, warm and quiet. Regarding two sages, I was just getting stages as well. Two sages and being strong. The crazy eights, longing the holy place of offering, which is the place of creation, the now moment, the intuition in the twin towers of you and I. The time out to play with electricity, and again, the electric cars are coming up again because everything's going to go that way. We're not going to be using gas cars probably within a few years. Time out to play with electricity or lightning. To be the fool or the idiot, right, is someone to play with electricity or lightning. And be sheltered regarding being really clear or irreproachable, well-behaved, stiff, or paralyzed in dancing with crazy eights. To flirt with intuition in the twin tower you and I connection. The twin towers, you and I in connection. Regarding, there's two Qs and triple eights here, and the VE, which is reference the reflection of the electric vehicle. The VE is also the egg, the widow, the holy place of offering, the now moment, but also the sorrow, the misery, the small bottle, right, the message in the bottle or jar, to flirt. And that also comes up as QQ, comes up as 1717 with triple eights, which equal 58, which is the Four of Swords, which for me is the connection in 5D. Regarding to say or to saw, again and again, to strengthen and do the dance of the 88 as the widow, the holy place of offering, the now moment, the vagina, the V, the place of creation, the breaking of the water or the egg, right? Because that's what starts the labor pain. The breaking of the water, using your intuition. And again, water is very connected with using your intuition. If you're not hydrated well. And also Magenta Pixie's always said that she channels much better when she's in her whirlpool or her sauna, or whatever it is, her jacuzzi or whatever she has. Okay, so that helps her connect better. So water is a big, just like ultrasound gel for ultrasound, you need water to have good connection. So make sure you drink plenty of water in twit connection. So and the message was coming up with in twit connection, when all goes to shit, all hell breaks loose. So there again is a connection to giving birth, right? Because you poop on the table when you give birth. And again, all hell breaks loose because you go into labor pains. And then shit all over the place, right? So again, to saw or to say again and again is the strength to do the dance between the masculine and the feminine, the two eights, the crazy eights, as the widow, right? The Adam and Eve, the Eve that was left behind by the masculine. She being the womb, the holy place of offering, the now moment, the V, the creation, the breaking of the water or the egg, regarding intuition, the in twin tower you and I connection. When all goes to shit, all hell breaks loose. So Luna is the first underlying energy here card on the bottom of the deck. Beneath that was the Two of Pentacles upright, guidance, or the Hierophant reversed, Four of Pentacles upright, Nine of Cups upright, and the Knight of Swords upright. The Juggling Fool in divorce, or outside the box, or Taurus reversed, holding on, being moderate, or saving up, perhaps. Happy with self, the Knight of Swords at night, or with Cancer, frustrated, not amused, dumping a load, a burden, or responsibilities, in uncomfortable energies of not having walked away, with the High Priestess, secret or psychic abilities of bliss. After the Lover's Tower, again the Twin Towers here, after the Lover's Tower, the wounded warrior inspired by calling, announcing, or judging a wake-up call to be strong. Taming the beast as the Knight of Swords rushes in to expose the Two of Cups over the King of Wands reversed, with options, seeing synchronicities in heaven in their eyes, soulmates, partners of the King of Wands reversed, taking a gamble with shoe wear, focus on feet, boots, and lead foot, and no more money clip slippers or mold of a foot. Big shoes to fill, being two as one, half man and half woe man. The King of Wands reversed here, and again, the King of Wands reversed can be someone who's just exhausted, they could be sick, or they could be out of control and pissed off or abusive. They're needing grounding, seeing Cancer synchronicities perhaps, or the moon cycle synchronicities, starting over with no affection, or after a breakup, or ex who's really stubborn or refuses to work or move, with lots of heated debate and no true feelings being expressed, only delay after delay, the fallen angel with no balls, only flippers and vulva, or inability to dance or do the dance. Playfulness comes up here, and beneath it soulmate, sweet judgment of Aquarius, and flame not an option, the man obsessing over hanging out, inspecting every inch, or third party, or no reunion, or bad influences or partners. And it's coming up as to that energy in the Tarot of Sexual Magic of the Nine of Pentacles, of someone obsessed with cutting a piece of hair or lock from someone's hair that they destroyed. But it's also the energy of trying to cut the cord, but you can't cut the cord. It's impossible. And it's 1, 2, 3 jump on the clock. And 32:55 here, which is the truth of the journey. So crossed ankles and pointed toes, trying to cut cords or hair, or unable to, or saving a lock or hair of someone who OD'd, Quasimodo not knowing their own strength, perhaps playing around with cuffs or rope or strangulation and someone died. And this could be something that happened a long time ago as well. Or thoughts of tying someone up to make them mine, all mine. Curls and coin with a heart. Sign was on display. Danger, Will Robinson, a vulnerable heart. Crossing distant family or community who intermarry. Spiritual career comes up here is 78, the Ten of Pentacles, and beneath that forgiveness, which is 96, the reflection of 69, that offer of a new life of perfect contentment. With the Queen of Swords with the light, with attention of the Knight of Pentacles, who's looking at them, but then going back to the Empress reversed and the High Priestess reversed, or mother and sister, or lack and no intuition. Taurus reversed and Pisces reversed, from the past or looking back at the whole truth, with victory of a divorce, a break from religion or establishment, or Taurus reversed, or being alternative and more outside the box thinker here, with sapphires and blue eyes of the past. That ship wouldn't sail, so it had to sink. No more grass and Chinese and chopsticks, only blue ribbon penmanship and scroll work. Taurus reversed and Cancer upright, or breaking away at night to take a gamble in a heated exchange, or that may cause a delay with third-party spiritual career, with dream family or heaven on earth. The Two of Cups upright and the Four of Pentacles upright, an intense connection in the underlying energy here, that's kept close to their chest. In the recent past is the Queen of Pentacles upright, the Knight of Swords, messenger of truth, making announcements, judgments, or a wake-up call to release the wounded warrior from the Ten of Pentacles family, business, or community, with children, pets, Leo, or fully exposed and being authentic and strong with lots of Leo, ego, kids, or pets in an unstable home, or a move or visit that's not fair or inequitable at 624, which is the Queen of Wands and the Lovers. So with reflection, the Hermit moving to peace, with the Page of Pentacles, opportunity or an invitation. I was just getting elite as well. Upon return from trip, sending lots of love, Virgo with Cancer in chart, or the central energy of the Queen of Cups upright, inspired by the King of Cups who's reversed, or trying to inspire them. Or the Page of Wands is a Leo child trying to get the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups reversed back together. The challenge being strength in birthing through the ring of fire, that circle of trust. Or the Queen of Cups is literally delivering a Page of Wands child, and the King of Cups reversed is overwhelmed, with the Ten of Cups, happy family, and the Queen of Swords upright, the King of Swords reversed, receiving the truth, the whole truth of the workplace, with Pisces, divine feminine, or the world complete, or around the neighborhood, or neighborhood build. Sovereign not sharing the truth, with the Page of Pentacles, temptation, devil, Capricorn, or horny King of Swords reversed, receiving the Fool after a fight with the Empress upright, offering love to the Emperor, or that's the Knight of Cups between them, offering love to the Emperor, between the Empress and the Emperor. Now, crowning here is the Hermit in exile, grieving loss, regret, while working to align, needing to swallow their pride with the world upside down, or the divine feminine in the 5D, powerless to Taurus reversed, divorce or spirituality, or an abusive leader. Or the Queen of Wands is upright, with Aquarius, with Pisces reversed and the Earth upside down, or those could be dependents, in exile of the Ten of Pentacles family, business, or community, receiving love or condolences from a fallen angel in separation, or who broke their heart, while the Queen of Wands is stealing from Justice or Libra, or kids or employees stole from the family or the workplace. Justice or Libra unaware until the Hermit shed light on it, or on Sagittarius reverse, that fallen angel who may be kissing up to a wealthy family or business. In the Three of Wands at work, or separation from the King of Swords reversed, unable to manifest and feeling insecure, with the Queen of Cups upright and synchronicities, or assuming that she has many options to make her satisfied on her own, as the King of Swords reversed and the evil Empress upright, in a divorce, withholding, or playing hardball now, perhaps with a sister, or suffering in silence with third party or partiers or gossipers about Libra, or destined big love at work, defenseless to or from the Emperor upright, in a losing battle with the Empress, while the Knight of Cups is offering love to the Emperor at 644, and the number 28 came up there, which is the twins, the choice of path, the Two of Wands. 644 is the Lovers, and the Four of Cups, grounding and integrating and mastering of love, especially receiving, allowing yourself to receive love. Soon here is the Eight of Cups reversed, in a nightmare, unable to walk away, so stepping up and spreading the word. The Devil, temptation, or Capricorn waving, implementing a plan to end the conflict. The Page of Swords, Aquarius, or star, or dream star child, or a dream girl, and the Knight of Cups offering love to the juggler or performer with a negative past, falling out with them, or difficult kids here. Twin flames seeing themselves as the Two of Swords upright, being in their knowing and floating, perhaps numb, with 5D connect, with the Knight of Wands upright rushing back, running away from the enemy, the war within, the bad guys, to rescue those left behind. The Sovereign upright and the Empress upright, or mother and daughter, and the King of Wands reversed, father or brother of the King of Pentacles upright, may be receiving a Fool, or those who are free, or maybe looking for those who are free to come replace someone. Engagement and express your love comes up, as well as calling your soulmate for the twins. Brothers or father and son are competing with each other, while the women are left out in the cold in like this traditional situation where the women don't deal with this stuff. Or a Fool coming in to ask for the daughter's hand, around twins or twin tower reversed in the aftermath of heartbreak at 652, which is the Lovers and the Queen of Swords. She's the war widow. And good news leading the way to hang out or be hung out to dry. Holding on, being moderate, or saving, in avoiding a disaster with fallen angel. And that could be Sagittarius reversed as well. We have Scorpio reversed here too. And also a Pisces or Capricorn that's upright. The block here being the Eight of Pentacles, working with crystals, present perhaps, or running out of options after a falling out, a negative past, or difficult kids, and using your intuition, the intuit connection. Narcissistic Hierophant reversed, together and distant, or apart and close, unable to hide from each other the way they feel inside. The Four of Wands reversed, unstable home, move, or visit, or the party's just over with a big love at work, with the Queen of Pentacles upright in connection, or Empress and Emperor, and the Emperor with Cancer upright and Scorpio reversed, which can be they could be children or somebody else in their life, or howling at night in the never-ending story. With the King of Wands reversed, defenseless to drama, with insecure indigo and justice for all, with big overflowing love for the Page of Cups, Taurus both upright and reversed here, with Aries and Cancer upright and Scorpio reversed, who may be unstable, with Gemini or Virgo reversed and Libra upright, and that can be leaving that midpoint from Virgo to Libra, offering new love or puppy love. And they called it puppy love. So that was coming up, and surrendering to all that is, without outer guidance, the Divine Masculine's heart in the Batcave getting their wish, satisfied, sending the 5D message at night to Cancer and or Virgo, or that's the same person, knowing and floating after a sudden event, epiphany, and or sexual exchange. The Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups are challenged by the Ring of Fire, birthing, strength, courage, and health, uncomfortable emotions of the 28 or the twin flames, and working with crystals to align or line steps. The Hermit in the Mary Magdalene cave, in exile above the group, without a home, or moving or unstable, without union, with the King of Wands reversed, defenseless, or without an excuse, manipulating justice, or an offer of love or condolences in lieu of an apology, a message of love, at 706, which is the Chariot and the Lovers. The Divine Masculine's heart happy with message to the Queen of Pentacles or Cancer, or at night, with the Queen of Pentacles while divorcing or divorcee, reflecting of the Hermit or Virgo, and Queen of Cups in the Mary Magdalene cave in exile, challenged by strength in the holy place of offering, birthing, sorrow, pain, and longing, knowing and comfortably numb, yet uncomfortable emotions after the sudden event, epiphany, or sexual energies, and working to align, to move, visit, or end the party, with the King of Wands reversed with no excuse and no offer or proposal for justice and love, as the Queen of Pentacles is connected to the Empress through the Emperor, offering love, but the Emperor thinks it's from the Empress, and or vice versa. Or the Queen of Pentacles is the partner Empress with the Emperor, and offering him love without even looking at each other. Unstable home, or move or visit, with the King of Wands reversed, perhaps causing issues between them, unable to manifest justice or propose, at 725, which is the Chariot and the Knight of Wands. So let's see what comes up from the Animal Spirit deck, and then the Journey of Love. All right. It was just 4,400. Again, that's that 44, Four of Cups. 144 has been coming up frequently this week too. I keep seeing it in things I look at just randomly. Okay, so from the animal deck here, actually 133 has been coming up too a couple times. So what is our takeaway? Take a deep breath. What's the takeaway from the read today for the twin flames here? September 3rd. The black egg. So that's the throat chakra. So all about speaking your truth. And here's the dragonfly, which is that pulsating heart of two as one. And then here's the fox. All right, so there's some truth that's coming out. And again, remember that bug flashed their butt at me with a heart on it. That could be like a little message from the Divine Masculine. And again, mooning is coming up with that, right? The bug was mooning me. We also have a few little critters here. There are some innocents at play here, right? We have the bunny, which has a little bit of fear, and the beaver, who's very hard worker. And then here is the vulture, who's just waiting to, pick up the scraps. But I feel like the beaver is protecting the rabbit from the vulture. That's interesting. But the beaver's also a small animal, so they can only do so much, but they are very well balanced. They're not afraid here. The bunny's afraid, the beaver's not. They're very hardworking, and the vulture's just standing watch. But then we also have the owl and the dolphin, which are very positive energies here. So I feel like this vulture could even be like a very old, wise, like eagle type energy, right? They just, they're just old, so they don't look great anymore. I'm just getting that energy for some reason. So we have the vulture or eagle or whatever they are, perhaps just an old energy that can't do very much. They do have some magenta there. And then we have the old wise bird, the white bird, and then the dolphin, which came up yesterday when I was talking to a friend. It's a very friendly, beautiful energy that's coming up, who's kind of, they're guardians over these innocents over here. That could be the energy of the children around as well. The bottom of the deck here is the snake, but again, this is that energy of the collective awakening. And again, displacing all of the dark energy, right, that used to be here, and now that light is here, the rainbow light has displaced all this dark and it's pushing it out, so it's causing all this kind of yucky energy around the perimeter of the earth, which is fine, because it just is confirming to us that the collective is awakening, and I know that from my conversations yesterday and today. And then before that was the oyster, right? Keeping the pearl all clammed up until it was ready, and now it's ready. Now the collective is awakening, so it's just doing what it's supposed to do. Let's see what the journey of love has to say about this truth chakra being activated. The black egg, the golden egg is the heart chakra, but the black egg is coming up here. And I was just getting the black and the gold. They're giving me the black and the gold because of the bee or whatever bug it was I saw that was so beautiful this morning. Or purple indigo that looked black, because there's indigo-ish colors in this card as well. See that? The reflection of the purple off of the black. So it may be the truth of some little ones coming out, the children. Or perhaps children getting together, or perhaps getting married, or somebody introducing you to their boyfriend or something like that. All right, let's see here. What is our takeaway for the journey of love today, September 3rd, 2021? Okay, we have the man of the earth and the woman of the sky. Oh, I just remembered too, when I went out to take the video of the bugs, I dropped my iPad and it cracked the screen. So there's a message there as well. The man of the earth, woman of the sky, 48 is the walking away within. And then we have the fire and ice, right? The polarities merging together. There's a lot of chaos in these two cards, you might notice. There's only one more card that wants to be seen, and that's Shakti. So Shakti is the lower chakra energies of the feminine warrior, basically, and the sun. But also notice how it's smoothed out. Like this is rough and this is rough, but this smooths out over time. This one's rough, this is less rough, but more polarized. And then this is a merging of the lower chakras over here, of the feminine though. It's like the feminine with the masculine in the lower realms. Because this card really encompasses all of the chakra colors, but this one starts to polarize them. It's like when the unions come together, there's all this mishmash, and then all of a sudden they polarize to the extremities, and that's when they come into union in the 3D, because this is the lower energy, that's the physical energy. And this is the feminine Shakti warrior with the sun. That's the energies I'm getting. And also you're noticing this flow into this picture. I love when it does that. There's like a flow that's connected there. And this one shows like the collective of the divine feminines with the long hair. Yet this card shows the masculine waiting at the end of the aisle, basically, after the polarization of the energies, coming into the lower chakra system, which is the sacral, the sacral chakra, the sexual chakra, that's physical union. So we have the 48, the 37 of unconditional love, and the 19 of the sun, which is your nourishment. And then the bottom of the deck is the hidden beauty of the 45, right? The grieving widow, which was coming up all through the read. Okay, which is very white and black, but gray, the hidden beauty. It's not just black and white. There's a lot of gray in between. But we are polarizing to black and white here. And the next two cards coming out are about the feminine still receiving light and leading the way with the light. And you see again, the purple and magenta colors here, riding the cosmic wave of the getting your wish and the finding peace. Arching back, remember to stretch your arms back and up and receive the light. And again, because of the underlying energy of the hidden beauty, perhaps when you feel a little bit of depression, remember that you are the light, that you are the receiver of the light, and to ride the wave. Just go with the flow. And we're going to read for you. All right, the first card, the black egg, which is significant, that's a spiritual card for the throat chakra. And so let's see what it has to say for you. The black egg is not stealing. That was meant to come up though, I guess. Speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, no excuses, no small talk, noise, or lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, or perhaps public speaking. Sound draws us in. Books draw us in. The concept of truth itself draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself? And what is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, gossips, or repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect. It is available at every moment, in every situation. It is the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice. The black egg and the fifth chakra. The subtle essence of this card resides at the base of the throat, at the Vishuddha chakra. The ancient sages saw this center as the hub that governs our speech and expression. Vishuddha translates as especially pure, and here we are in Virgo about purification. The balance of this center is important for us all, but is especially essential for writers, editors, musicians, and teachers. So that's what's coming up for that. And then for the journey of love, we have number 48. Man of the earth, woman of the sky. I see myself in you, and you in me. We may seem to be so different, and sometimes yet so similar. Even beyond this, I know deep within that we are one. I can lose myself in your light, and receive your light with my body. I can witness the darkness of your shadow, and enter into it with my compassion. I can find the divine in our connection, letting go of what I thought I was. I can be broken apart to become as one with you, even if only for a second, and know the divine more intimately than ever before. Our passion leads us to each other, and in each other we find our true selves. This oracle brings you a message of sacred relationship that leads to divine understanding and experience. You're being opened up to sacred relationship, either in your current relationship or one that is on its way to you now, in human relationship and in divine relationship, with the heavenly beloved. Know you are worthy of it, and keep a light of gentle hope and respect kindling in your heart as you anticipate the union with your beloved. Know that even when it's dark, when it challenges you, there is sacredness unfolding. The love of the divine wants to reach us not only in our happiness, but also perhaps more so in our darkest hour. Let it reach for you through your relatedness with another, and do not be afraid to be broken and opened, for in that cracking of what you thought you were, you shall begin to know what you are, which is heaven on earth. How rare to be born with a name of love. What challenges await that I must face, or voice to listen to from above, telling what I must embrace. Each day I walk a path unknown, with no regrets for where I've been. Each experience is mine to own, no choices call to live again. How strong I am, I ask myself, the measured test unfolds each day. A blessing of enormous wealth inside the gift will always lay. Water, rest, joy, nature. Take a deep breath and rise and be loved, guys. I'll see you soon. Have an amazing day. Bye.